I did not make my entry into the world of interior design in a traditional way. I started my career in corporate finance, studied business in school, and it wasn't until later on in my life, we got married and started having a family, that I really began to explore more of the creativity that has always been within me and start cultivating my house, really making it a home. And it was through that journey where I began to learn, and not just learn about interior design, but learn that I actually loved doing this. At that point in our life as a young family, I mean, we were moving a lot for my husband's career at the time. And so we had a lot of houses. I mean, we bought and sold more homes in the first probably, I don't know,
10 years. The first 10 years of our marriage, we bought and sold a lot of them.
Yeah, you're aging us. They don't need to know how old we are yet.
We got married when we were 12.
Anyways,
what are you talking about?
We had so many homes and we moved a lot. So it was a great experience where I could start to enjoy the different architectural features, the cultural influences that I would see in the homes. And, as our family grew, I would pour more into just making everyone's space unique. It wasn't until we moved to Texas where I had the opportunity to buy a house that was already, it was still in the construction phase. So,
yeah, that one was actually it was framing only.
Yeah, it was framed, but I could see all the potential when I walked in. I could see the, vaulted ceilings and the exposed beams. And I was just like, this is it. And that was the point where my real interior design career really began. And I got to work with builders and tradesmen through that process. And I learned the ins and outs of the construction process, like from the beginning to the end. And I really got my start in construction management, to be honest with you, in the space specifically around interior design, like making those finished selections, making it pretty, learning along the way. And after we purchased that house, I went on to do several more, probably, I don't know, at least 10 to 12 more projects. And it just kind of organically grew. And we've been doing this for
We've been doing this almost a decade.
A decade now.
I got my start more in project management, having a degree and background in engineering, managing large volume projects that required a lot of intricate details, and kind of working through
planning, designing.
I with engineering and project management, working on process management, optimization, and really refining the processes that we go through, really has strategically and allowed me to figure out my focus and niches to work with people, work with teams, unite them, and bring them into a full goal and do it optimally.
And then about almost 2 years ago, we really took a pivot in expanding what we do, where, before we were pretty focused on interior design and he was more of a corporate setting. And we made the transition, or really a growth expansion, into real estate specifically as investors, where we're kind of merging all of these skill sets of the interior design background, the construction management experience, all the experience he brings from optimization and being able to lead large scale projects, and the financial and business backgrounds we have. And here we are, where now we're really applying that strategy, that analytical background that we both have, merging it with that creative side that I bring to the table, and amplifying that strategy of like how we actually make decisions when it comes to design and real estate.
Yeah. And to be clear in some of that, it's we've been doing the real estate investment, but we were doing it for other people. And it's like, now we're going to
even for ourselves. Like all the houses, we were doing it more as homeowners than we were.
We did a lot as homeowners for ourselves, but we did more projects for other homeowners that were investing in their properties. And it's like, well, we can do both. We can do something with a client here to invest in their property. We can do our own properties as well.
Yeah. But like multiple properties, more of building out a portfolio versus after we had our first house together as a couple, you know, we learned pretty quickly, like, oh, we didn't get money back on this area we spent in, and we did on this area. And that cultivated and grew as we bought more houses and grew. And, you know, we were much more intentional about where we bought, what money we put in, because we knew, well, we're probably only going to be here for a couple years, and we want to make sure we're going to be in a good position to sell the property quickly and make money in the end.